Welcome all as we congregate to the greatest toy line in community, ever growing, ever changing. As we collect and adapt these figures to our own imaginations and embrace the fun, there's much to learn, especially if you're new to Mythics. Welcome everyone to another episode of New to Mythics, episode 77. And I'm welcoming a new friend today, Stefan Jahreiss. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm well. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. It's morning for me. It's afternoon for you. We've got like a 5-hour difference because my friend Stefan is in Germany.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you very much. You reached out to me last week. Well, no, I take that back. It was mid-October, and I on Instagram, and I didn't check my messages for a while, and so I saw Pickle D, and I'm like, I don't know Pickle D. So it said, "Hi, Greg. You had mentioned on your show that you like to meet new people and have, people that you don't know on your show." And I said, yeah, that's true. I do say that, but a lot of people don't take me up on it. So I'm like, okay, so let's do this. So I have a viewer in Germany, Stefan. Thank you very much. And welcome to the show, man. I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Thank you for reaching out.
Yeah,
Thank you
of
for
course.
reading your messages.
Sorry it took so long. I'm like, oh shoot,
no problem.
Sorry about that. But
there's no rush.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're here now. We figured it out logistically. We had some 5-hour difference, but I'm glad that you're here, and let's talk some toys, man.
Yeah.
So tell me about your collecting, and has it changed since you've been young? Like, how has it changed your habits and things like that, what you collect?
Yeah. When I was young, my number one toy was Masters of the Universe.
Mm-hmm.
I had every figure. I had most of the vehicles. I had Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain and everything.
Oh, wow.
So this was my main toy line. I collected, no, not collected, I played with.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, yeah, yes. They are not collectibles anymore. They are just beat up toys. I just kept one from my vintage toys because the other ones were just trash.
Too beat up. Yeah. They're well played with.
Yes, because I loved them so much. I always loved the fantasy, sci-fi stuff, and then maybe Lego was a thing I played most with, and then when I got older, I didn't play or collect anything. Actually, I just maybe in my 20s. I spent some time in Texas with the military, and I went to the toy stores, KB Toys and Kmart and everything like that. So
how was it different? Like, did you notice a difference in the toy stores there as opposed to in America? What were the differences?
Yes, we don't have toy stores like this in Germany. It's completely different. It's the only toy store we have right now, which is just a toy store, is the Smith Toys. I think it's a British company. They bought up all the Toys R Us stores, and we don't have the big retailers like Walmart and Target and stuff like that. So to find good toys, it's harder here. Most of the stuff I buy online, and
it's easier.
Yeah, it's easier because I live just in a small town, and the next toy store is about 1 hour away, and it's not worth it to go there.
Yeah,
I think, and they have higher prices, and you have to wait much longer because that's a problem when I see something on YouTube or on Instagram. Oh, this toy line comes out, and I know I have to wait half a year or longer before it gets to Germany. Oh, this is sometimes. Then I buy it on Big Bad Toy Stores or something, and I take the hit with the tariffs and all the stuff. Yeah, but when I was in Texas, I bought some figures because I liked them. At the time, Shrek was very popular, the movie. So I bought some Shrek toys and some Spider-Man and stuff like that. And I didn't feel like collecting. I just put it on my shelf, just a few figures. And then when I got back to Germany, I got back into Lego because they started to produce the nice sets, the big toys, the 89 Batmobile, for
yes,
example, and
I
stuff like
remember
that.
that. I remember that. Yeah.
The real expensive stuff. So I bought stuff, more Lego than anything else. And then Mega Bloks came out with Masters of the Universe line. And it just hit me. And I said, okay, I don't collect the big figures. I just collect the small ones. They're the size of Lego. And so I bought all the figures, and then Origins got on my radar. And at least my favorite guy is Fisto from Masters of the Universe. So I said, okay, this is the only vintage figure I still have. So I said, okay, I buy the Origins Fisto, and then there's the Masterverse, and it kept on rolling, and and then I started everything. And when you look in YouTube and I watch Robo, the Weekly Rewind and stuff like that, and if you see so much cool stuff,
so much, yes.
And then Batman is my favorite superhero. So of course I started McFarlane Batman. I started with the big ones, then superpowers and stuff like that, and bought Hot Toys, one Hot Toy, and Mondo, and it's.
Which Hot Toys did you get?
I got the 89 Batman.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. It's right in front of me because I love him so much. It was the first Batman movie I saw in the cinema. And I got was on sale the Christian Bale Batman. Batman Begins figure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I went with my friend one time in California. We went to it's this giant, Stefan. It's called Frankensons.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yes, it's just this giant emporium of shops. So like people have permanent shops within Frankensons, and then they go in at 9 a.m. or whatever, and they open up and then they open the doors, and you just shop, you can go to every. But anyway, so I went with my friend, and he had money to burn, so he found the 89 Batman, and the guy also had the 89 Batman Batmobile.
Oh,
okay. And so my friend asked him how much, and this thing is huge. It's like it's like to scale to the Hot Toys Batman, $1,000. And my friend, okay, it just, and I'm looking, my jaw is like, oh my God, like I wish I could, drop $1,000 just like that on one toy. But it was magnificent. It was magnificent.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have space for a toy this big. So
yeah, I wouldn't
I wasn't sure about the forget the Batman, but because I paid, I think almost $400 with all the shipping to Germany and so, but it was worth it. I love it.
So do you have any friends like in where you live in that area that collect also?
No.
No.
I'm a unicorn. Really. And nobody in my closer circle or even in the wider circle collects toys or is even into nerdy stuff. I'm the only one. That's why I like to watch the shows on YouTube and go on Instagram and stuff like that, because I didn't know I was missing something, because I always felt a little as an outsider, I guess. Nobody thinks I'm strange or so. They say, oh, nice hobby or so, but nobody, you get the feeling when you talk about a new toy, and you can see excitement in the other guy's face that loves it the same way like you do. I don't have it. My wife tolerates it, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, it's I can talk to nobody in my closest circle about toys.
Do you think is adult collecting a rare thing in Germany, do you think, or is it just like the location that you live in?
I don't think it's a rare thing. We also have Comic-Con in Germany.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, in Stuttgart I think in November is Comic-Con. There are a lot of collectors, but in my area, I live in the south in Bavaria. I live in a small village. We have only 20 houses.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. I'm close to a town with about 10,000 people, but it's not. Yeah, and I think it's also because of the structure of the shops, and so you don't find that stuff. You have to look for it. You have to actively look for stuff like that. And yeah, I think there are enough collectors, but they are spread widely across the land. So
yeah,
I've never met one in the past.
Have you ever had like a happy accident of finding like a figure in a place that you didn't think they would have them? No, never.
Really.
I've had a few friends that were like, oh yeah, I was backpacking in Europe or something, and I went into this little shop and they had a Mythic Legions figure or something, and they're like, what? There's dust on it or something. But I like to go like on road trips, with my wife or something, and I'll always, hey, let's stop over there, or sometimes antique shops. I don't know if you guys have antique shops, but
yeah, but not
like
not that many as in the US. It's not the same. We went to England this year for vacation, and I searched on Google where's a toy shop, and so and I found it was just a little shop, and I bought 2 Batman vintage superpowers, because just I didn't need them, but I wanted to buy something.
Yes.
So yeah, but it's not that easy to find a good shop. I know only one good toy shop. It's not a corporation. That's in Nuremberg. That's about 1 hour from here. But I don't know. I went just once, and they are so expensive. So
Is
If you
it?
buy it
Yeah.
online, it's even with the shipping and so it's much cheaper sometimes.
So you go through like Big Bad Toy Store or
Yeah.
like a bigger, it's a little bit
Yeah,
cheaper.
big toy store is mostly where I buy my stuff because Entertainment Earth, for example, has some so high shipping to Germany. So and some shops don't even ship to Germany. So I rely on Big Bad Toy Store. Sometimes I bought some stuff from Army, Japanese
Yes.
store just 2 weeks ago. It was okay. And yeah, AliExpress I tried. Was not that
That's kind
good.
of a gamble. That's kind of a
Yeah,
gamble.
yeah, yeah.
You're not
It's
really
okay. I
sure.
bought the Mondo animated Joker,
Mhm.
and it's on my shelf here. It's fine, but it was a used figure, not new. And maybe I didn't read the description right, or so. I was pretty sure it said new.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Now, is
and
there
it comes in a trash bag.
Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like trash when you have it on your
Yeah.
porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
AliExpress, you don't really know. You kind of hope. I've only bought one or two things, and I was not sure that I was even going to get them or when I was going to get them or the condition. So it's kind
yeah,
of a gamble for sure.
I don't have enough money to spend just
Right.
to throw it away.
Right.
No,
Right.
yeah.
So is there a delay? So say the new Operation Monster Force comes out or the new Mythic Jersey Devil um when we get it or when it's released to us, is that when it's available to you guys or is there a delay to go
I
international?
usually when I want something real bad, I order it from the Four Horsemen. They have good shipping to Germany. It's perfect. It's FedEx. I know sometimes in the US FedEx is not the best, but they work with a partner here in Germany and it works perfect. So if I need it, I order it directly. And if I go through a retailer, they have the same retailer dates as the ones in the US.
Okay,
Mostly.
so our US dates for release dates. So say the new Cosmic Wave, I think was the 15th of October. So it would be the same for you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
For are pretty good this way. Mattel and Hasbro and so are not that good. The Forcemen, I think they at least in Europe they have the same dates.
I'm always interested in, and I ask people about their collecting or why they collect. What do you think it is that keeps us collecting as adults, collecting toys? You know, what do you think it is psychologically that keeps us still? You know, I've got all these Batmans and all the, I'm surrounded by these toys, and I walk in this room and I'm happy. Like I do work in here. I'll fix the shelves and move things around, and it just gives me like a happy feeling. You know, I see stuff behind you that you've got. Like, what do you think it is that makes us still collect this stuff and gives us the joy that it does? What's your thoughts on that, Stefan?
It's always the nostalgia part, I think. That's why I'm still hooked on Masters of the Universe. But at the moment, there's so much coming out from Masters. I'm stopping. At the moment, I just take a pause because it's so much. You can't buy everything, and not everything is good. If they flood the zone, it's always a problem. I think if there's too much, and for me, it's the same. Like you said, I just feel good when I see my toys. Sometimes I feel stressed from work or so, and I come home and I look at the shelves, and as you said, I said, oh, I have to change the display, and this figure goes there, and this figure goes there, and the new pose and stuff like that, and it just makes me happy. And my wife didn't understand it before, but when she sees my face after I have 10 minutes with my toys and she knows, okay, now he's back to normal. It's the playing that gives me so much joy. It's really, maybe I'm still a kid inside or so. I really don't know. I also have stuff at work. I have my office is big enough to take the stuff with me, and my colleagues first they look a little strange, but most of the time when people come to my office, they say, "Oh, nice figures. Do you have something new?" And it just when you have stress and you say, "Oh, I can't do it anymore," I just turn around, look at my figures, and 10 minutes, and I'm back. So for me, I think the nostalgia is not that big a deal. I don't collect vintage toys that much. I just have a few, maybe 5 or 6 vintage toys. The rest is everything the new stuff. And I was always a dreamer. Even as a child, I was the guy playing in the woods with the swords,
Yes,
and
me too.
build my own shields, and
Mhm.
we played, or we played as Batman and Robin, just running around and playing like this, and the fantasy, uh, like Lord of the Rings is right up my alley, and yeah, that stuff. It's just, it gives you an escape. I think for me, it's just leave your daily life alone and let's go somewhere else where it's
Yes.
cool and nice, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I think there's something with our imagination as children, and things within this that don't really change. We still dream, we still wonder, we're still curious. And I think that fantasy is I don't know, it's something that is it's just something that I love. Like ever since I was a kid, I loved fantasy. I loved swords and sorcery, and I wanted to go out there and reenact things. I would have, I'd find a stick, or my grandpa had a barn, and I would make a sword, or I'd ask him if he could make it come to a point. And, I didn't want to hurt anything. I just wanted to go out and have adventures. I would
Yeah,
put my stick in my belt, and I would go out and just pretend. And I don't know, there's something there, like that child, like believing in things that people may not believe in, or it's hard for me to put into words, but some
I know
things, like,
exactly what you mean.
they don't
I know
change.
exactly what you mean.
We still There's still that kernel of being a dreamer, being a child in us, and I don't want to lose that. I don't want to get completely lost in the adult world. I love to still imagine that there's, a monster behind that building, or there's, dragons that need to be, slain or rode on, or, talk to,
Yeah,
or, steal their gold. I don't know. I love that just that small piece of being a kid. And I think, having these toys, it just kind of makes me feel excited, and it takes away, like you said, all the things that are going on in your life that maybe you don't have control of, or things that stress you out. This is something that's calming and soothing. It makes me feel like I'm a kid again, or it just makes me happy. Like when I get a
yeah,
box in the mail, and I open, it's like a present. It's like even if I
yes,
ordered it and paid for it, it's like a gift to me, that I sent myself. And just the excitement, and the enthusiasm, the excitement that I have when I open it, even if I know what it is, and I think also part of the collecting is the engineering, the construction of these figures are really interesting to me, like how they're made, how they look, how they're built, the design, the paint, the artistry that goes into them. That's stuff that really interests me as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think it keeps your mind young.
Yes.
Because you can not do so much about your body, but I think when I compare myself with other people in my age group, and they just talk about problems at home with the kids and at work, and I don't want to talk about this. I just want to talk about fun and walking with my dog and going on vacation and stuff like that. This is, I think, if you think creatively and dream a little, it keeps you much younger.
Yes, young at heart, young at mind.
Yes,
I agree. Yeah, I try to embrace, the positive things and the things that make me happy, and it makes I feel better. I'm not carrying my worries and my, what's going on in the world and all that. Like, I know it's there, but I would rather embrace the happy stuff than
you have to deal with the other stuff anyway. So why just have an escape to just
exactly
maybe 1 hour a day? Just think about something else.
I can't imagine not having my room or not having a shelf, of things. Like I've got a little workstation downstairs, a desk, and before I know it, there's figures next to my computer. If I had a place at work, I would definitely, like, we have workstations. I showed you a picture of me at work at the hospital, but we have workstations, but they have to be not sterile, but they have to be hair free, lint free, like nothing, because it's all surgical equipment. So I can't really have a Captain America or Batman, with his cape and stuff. I can't have this cape, draped over.
Sure.
I have to keep it. But if I could, I would for sure. Just because it gets me back into that, and I've had work desks, and I would have a figure or two at my work desk. Like my friend Brian Carr, he works from home, and he's got his Transformers here, and he's got, like, the figure that he's really liking right now. He'll have it here so that while he's working, he can look over and there's his stuff right there. And I think it gets you in a different mindset. It releases some kind of, endorphins or something in you chemically, mentally, that really resets and puts you in a better mind space for sure.
Yes, that's why I have all my toys in front of me and to the side of me. I don't have anything in the back. Maybe these things I just built.
Yeah,
this would be something you could take to work. This is a closed shadow box with figures inside.
You built that?
Yeah, I just put figures in the background in a frame. And you want to see it?
Yes.
I show you.
Yes, please. I was going to ask you. Yeah, for sure. And I love that Batman chair too. That is super cool. It's got the classic logo. Definitely a fan.
Okay, this is just an easy thing because I don't have that much space here at home or at work. So I bought these frames. Oh, I'm mirrored, I think. So I bought these frames. These are shadow boxes, little deeper frames, and I just put figures inside and the background, and it's closed. You can hang it on the wall. You can put it on your desk.
That's a great idea. How do you? I made you bigger so we could see it better.
Yeah, and this one just for 6. This is.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Vintage collection Han Solo and Chewie.
Now, how do you get them to stay in place?
I glued them to the frame. No, I put in a little transparent acrylic, and I glued them with double-sided clear tape, and you just slide them in. And the background I got from Pinterest, printed it out, and that's it.
So did you make the frames or did you just buy them?
No, they're just from Amazon.
Okay. No, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Always look for something, because I don't have much space on shelves anymore. So where can I put it? On the wall, of course. So I don't want to put a shelf on the wall. So I just put a picture frame. And it's maybe you don't have much room on your desk. Just put this one. It's a nice highlight, I think. Yeah.
I think a lot of people have issues with space, because even if you just collected Mythic Legions, they produce so much.
Yeah.
Like people say, oh, it's 2 years, you got to wait 2 years. But yeah, there's stuff that's being released every year, until that 2 years is up. There's stuff that's coming out. So your collection is always growing, but your space is not. So space is always an issue. So I see that you've got your Motu here. And so what happens when you do run out of space, Stefan? What are you going to do?
I don't know. I still have a few little slots where I can put something.
But a little bit of room. You do have a little bit of room.
Yeah, but still, I have so much stuff on pre-order. I don't know where to put it. I guess something has to go. So maybe the figures I don't really like anymore, or I bought because they were cheap at the time or so. Yeah, maybe they have to go. But I have some room. I bought 4 or 5 figures from the Einzelmal wave.
Yes.
From the 4 Horsemen, the polar bear and the 2 small guys and the Viking guy, and I have dedicated room in my on my shelf for these figures. But then they started bringing out the all the knights. Silver Knight I love so much, and
I love
all the wizards and the sorcerers, and I bought and bought.
And now I had a Silver Knight
Legion's Con exclusives I like, and
let me know if you need one. Let me know. I'll get it for you.
Don't say that.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay, I ordered the Otho and the Ursak. Yes, I ordered them. They are on the way. So yeah, and I collect so much other stuff. I like the cartoon stuff from NECA, and I like the Jada toys stuff they bring out. The Scooby-Doo, but I don't have room for the Scooby-Doo line, and I can't wait for the Stan Sakai turtles from NECA. I have one shelf. Yeah, I have one shelf left open for the Stan Sakai turtles. I can't wait. Yeah, I got some Usagis too. I got the Space Usagi, the white one, and the first one they made with the blue.
Yes.
Yeah, they're so great.
Yeah, I grew up on Usagi. It's one of my favorites, definitely. I'm always, whenever I talk to people about their early collecting, a lot of people say Motu, a lot of people say Masters of the Universe, and that's almost like a transition. Like a lot of fans of Mythics collected Masters of the Universe. Do you think that there's some parallels? Do you think that like that kind of fantasy is similar to the Mythics a little bit? Or, if you love Masters of the Universe, are you going to love Mythics, that kind of thing? Like, how do you feel about that?
I think so, because when you love Masters of the Universe, you're into fantasy. You're into sorcerer and monsters and stuff like that. And I guess it's also our age. It was at the exact right time when it came out. And in Germany, we didn't have G.I. Joe or stuff like that. Transformers was not that big in my community with all my friends. So we all played with Motu. and it was right up my alley because I love the fantasy. I love the Siegfried saga, the old myth stuff, and so, and knights, and the Middle Ages, and because where I live, there are castles everywhere. When I just
Wow.
20 minutes from here, there's a castle. Yeah, and
I can't imagine that.
where I grew up, there were big castles, and we always went there with my parents and took tours. And I bought the little figures, the tin figures and stuff like that, and I loved it so much. And I think that's the reason why I love Mythics, because it's just right up my alley.
How did you find out about Mythics?
My first figure was Father Christmas.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I heard of them before, but I didn't really, were that interested. But they always said, "Oh, this convention." When I watched a YouTube video, "Oh, the line is so long on the Four Horsemen," and I knew of the Four Horsemen because of the Moto 2000X stuff and the other stuff that were involved. But my first figure was Father Christmas, and because I saw him, and I like him so much. And it was also my chance to get a new figure without putting it on my shelf, because it's just for the Christmas season. And I told my wife, okay, this is a nice decoration. So, and of course, Jacob Marley is also a nice Christmas decoration. So I got into them. Of course. So it was my first one, and then I looked at the figure, and there were the little gifts inside, the helmets and stuff, and I thought, this looks nice. And then I went on the internet and looking for the Four Horsemen, Mythic Legions, and then maybe a dwarf or so. And then I bought Duban because I like the Ranger guys.
It's great. Yeah, it's a great figure.
Yeah, and then maybe he needs a horse, and so. And first I had just Duban on a horse, and then I had the Salonian Guard, or what's the name with the green?
Xylernian.
Yes, Xylernian. I always mess up the names.
That's okay.
And he's so nice with all the details and stuff. So I bought him, and then I lost it, I guess.
Yeah. Do you have is there like a faction? Is there a type of mythic that you prefer, or do you just love them all? Like, how do you collect your mythics?
I just look at them, and if they look nice, I just buy them. I like the dwarves. I guess I'm a dwarf guy. But when I saw the Sir Enoch, for example, this is just such a great figure. It looks
great figure,
just like you imagine it from the Middle Ages, and then I got into the armory stuff, the purple knights and stuff. So the pop and swap, because I always like when I see a face on the figure. I don't like the helmeted guys that much, and I hope I don't have that many monsters. I just like the humans or human type figures, and sorcerer. Also, I'm a Gandalf is my favorite figure from the Hobbit and a lot of Rings. So I like these guys, and it just has to be a nice figure. Maybe a little colorful, not too plain. Yeah, I like the more colorful ones.
Do you have Samir, the wizard with the blue? He's got like the blue cape.
Yeah. I got him over here.
He's
I
kind
got
of a
the
bald with a beard.
Stenday is
Yeah,
the one, yeah,
Cindy's a
and
good one too. Yeah,
the evil wizard, what's his name with the
Arazak.
with
Arazak.
Arasek? Yes, I got him too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
those are great figures.
yeah.
For sure.
I'm just 1 second. Because I like the Arasek head so much. I got one over here. I bought me one of the armory knights, the red ones, and I maybe this
Oh,
one.
I like that idea. Let me
Yeah,
make you bigger here. I like that. Yeah,
yeah.
that looks
Because this
great.
head is so good, I
Yes,
couldn't waste it. I
yes,
have I have him sitting on a throne I built, and I had to get
yeah,
something because, and of course now you have to buy some accessories
yeah.
and stuff
Got to
like
have
that.
some
So
books, and he's a
yeah,
like
yeah,
a battle mage,
yes,
an evil battle mage. Yeah, I had realized because I didn't buy Poxus all together. I bought, a figure at a time here and there, and I was
me too.
traveling
Yeah,
for work. And I think a year later, just recently, I thought, you know what? I don't have Arazak. I bought every other one, but I forgot Arazak. So I had to pick him up because he's such a cool figure for sure. Do
yes,
you
yeah.
display them like in a certain way, or do you just put each figure on the shelf, or do you have them like battling? Do you have them like posed?
I
I
think I
call it
have a
vanilla posing.
yes.
Vanilla
I
posing is
think
where they're just
I
standing
sent
there.
you a picture of Arasak and my wizards. I
Let me
think
see.
there was one picture I sent you. I started just posing them, putting on the shelf, no backgrounds and stuff like that. But then I think it's one of the first
Right here.
things. No. You have to
Not that
go
one. Okay.
down. No. This is the one I built for the Legion's Lounge. It's down. See there he sits.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. There we go. Such a great
So
figure. And that's a nice throne too, for sure.
yeah. So I started. I watched the Nostalgia Unboxed and Mad Hatter live stream every Friday
Mhm.
because this is one of the streams I can watch in real time
Yes.
because they stream in the morning.
Mhm.
And they have a segment F Your Shelf,
Yes.
and
F your shelf.
where they rate the shelves of people. You can send your photo in, and they rate the shelf. And I watched a few episodes, and I was looking at my shelves, and I thought, maybe I have to change something. Just change it. It bothered me that I had same stuff, white background, and just clear stands and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I started putting backgrounds in. You showed my Batman display a few moments ago.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, and it was always when you see the toy room tour. Yeah, see the backgrounds. Oh, I'm pointing.
Yes.
I just put in some backgrounds and I made this little bat signal and stuff like that, just to to make it a little more interesting. And
Mhm.
once I started building dioramas, I just
Yeah, I
bought some
wanted to ask
foam
you
and
about that. So
start carving.
how did you come about doing the dioramas? I think they're amazing.
Thank
I
you.
love this. I love this so much.
This is the one I built for the Mad Hatter.
It's
Uh,
so good.
yeah, I was always a creative guy. I always liked working with my hands, even as a child. And I thought, this is not that complicated. I think it doesn't. I'm not the. Oh, of course, I'm not the best guy of building dioramas, but I started to build stands for. This is the one I built for Nostalgia Unboxed for his shelf, and I started carving some foam just with a knife and some foam and put some paint on it, and it hooked me. Somehow it started to grow, and I bought some more tools and more paint, and now I have 5 or 6 boxes full of paint and the different tools and stuff like that to carve the foam, and it brings me so much joy just to create something, and like the throne you saw, and put some light behind it, and I think it changes your display. It gives it more life.
Yes,
just
I
when you have
agree.
so much, but you lose a lot of space. That's a problem, because when you do the diorama, it always takes up more space. If you just like to collect the figures, it's maybe not yours, but I love to feel them lived in, I guess.
Yeah. I think this one is the perfect size, though, because
yes,
it doesn't take a lot of space on your shelf, but it really gives your shelf a lot of personality.
yeah, and as you can see, these are all the tools I use. Everybody can do it. This is awesome. This is why I started my Instagram and posted the videos, because I wanted to show that you can do it. Just buy a piece of foam and start carving. It's not that hard, because of course, if you want to make it professional and stuff, of course you have to have some skill. But if you just want it in the background, just a piece of
I love it. I think
furniture
it's great.
stuff.
Yeah, I love
this one I built for the Legion's Lounge, and as a giveaway, Thomas Belay won it.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, and I can't wait for the pictures. He takes so good photographs.
Yeah,
I can't
really
wait for him to take a picture with. Yeah, and I love to put some lighting in, and because lights are always fun, I think, and I always try to put in as a remote, because I want the light to work in my display and not for photography. So if you take photos, it's okay when you have to turn on the light manually, but if it's in your display, or maybe you have it on a shelf and you have a glass shelf or something, I like to have a remote just to click on it and all the lights go on. So I can show you. I built this little thing here.
Hold on one second. Let me get rid of this. This
is just and there's a remote, and you just turn it on. And
whoa! Yes, you built that?
Yeah, this is also so easy. This is really easy, and all it is, there's a candle inside, a LED candle, and they are so cheap, and they come with the remote. So you can see.
And you just built a foam.
Yes, you just built the foam around it, like this, and these little flames you can get on Amazon, and this bow, and this attached with magnets. And then I have my Mythic Legions on the shelf, and there's a window in front of it. So if I want the light, I need a remote to turn it on, because otherwise I have to get up.
Right.
So
I love that. Do you ever think about selling your creations?
No. Because I don't want to feel it like work.
Yeah.
I do this for fun. I do this for fun. I do it for me. I love to share it, and I love to share that you can do it too. And I always try to show the cheapest and easiest way to build something, because sometimes the people are hesitant. How can I do this? And of course you can do it. Just try it, and if it doesn't work, okay, maybe you're not that good in building dioramas, but everybody can put a background
Right.
behind his figures.
And you never
Just
know
go
until you
on.
try too.
Yes, yes, and it changes it up so much. I I love it. And now I build just for fun and to gift it to people. So we can talk about it. If you like, I would love to build something for you.
Yes,
This is
I would take anything that you built. I love seeing people's creativity and what they build. I had a guy that was he would come on me and my friend's Saturday show. It's called Double Jointed, and
Mhm.
Elemental Crafting is his Instagram, and he made this wooden platform for his turntable, and I'm like,
Yes.
that is the coolest thing. And so he built me one, and I'm like, I love this. Like, he built stone on one
Mhm.
side, and then the other side is wood. And
Yeah,
so
it's my
on my
next
turntable,
project.
I'm like,
My
this
next.
is the greatest. And he gave it to me, and I'm like, this is the greatest. I love that. And so I show people whenever I can. I'm like, look, my friend Joe from Elemental Crafting made this. So if you
Yeah.
ever would make me something, I would be eternally grateful. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
we can talk. Maybe uh, I just need some directions, how
Sure,
big it should be and stuff like that. We can
sure,
talk about it.
sure. Yeah.
I bought also a turntable because this is the next problem I have when I start something. I keep on rolling and the
Hmm.
ideas coming to my head, and I want to try everything. So I bought a turntable because I wanted to take better videos and nicer photos. So I'm built me a photo box, and now the turntable looks like a black turntable. And what do I have to do? I have to build something so it looks like
Yes,
a piece of rock or something. So
yes,
this is one of my
absolutely.
next projects. Yeah,
Good, good. I can't wait to see that. So people watching, they need to follow your Instagram,
yeah, it would be
Pickle
nice.
D Creates. So check out my friend Stefan on Pickle D Creates. And are you in the community? Are you in the Facebook group, the Cabal?
No, I'm not on Facebook.
Okay,
I just started the Instagram a few weeks ago. I
okay,
I kept away from social media because I don't think social media is that good a thing. And
I understand. I
at
understand.
work, at work I had to work with social media a lot, and so I said I stay away at home. But when I first, it's a good way. Instagram is a good way to contact people like you,
Yes,
because email, nobody reads emails anymore. So you have to DM people.
yes,
Uh, and I thought, I'd like to show people what I do, not to sell anything, just to share my joy. And
yes,
maybe
absolutely.
somebody gets an idea and says, because when you see stuff at Legion's Con, or different videos or Instagram, like from Carver Customs and stuff like that, and you look at it and you say, oh, this is so intimidating when you see this perfect stuff they build. And you don't have to be intimidated. You don't have to build a big giant
Right.
castle. Just build a little stand and in
Yes.
the back, and if you're comfortable, just do it again. And also with painting heads, I painted my first head 2 weeks ago,
Did you?
and yeah, and I think it's also on my Instagram, and I didn't like it, so I just today took a can of primer,
Mm.
and I'm gonna start again.
Start again.
So
That's right. That's right.
yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it didn't fit. The style didn't fit
Hmm.
my figures, so I put it on a figure and put it to the next one, and I thought, no, that's not right. So try it again. So
There you go.
this this nobody judges you. I hope. I keep away from channels and people that are negative. I
Yes.
don't like the
Me
drama.
too.
I
Me
don't.
too.
There are some channels, even on YouTube, toy channels. They always look for the drama, and this is bad and this doesn't work. And no, I don't watch this. I'm here for the joy of it. I'm here to meet people. They like it the same way I do, and they appreciate what I do, and I appreciate what they do. If they take nice photographs, and there's always somebody who's better than you or has a better collection of nicer photos or whatever, but just take it in and see, oh, this is a nice photograph, and maybe leave them a nice comment. And if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Nobody wants to hear your negativity. I think.
I agree.
Just see it and swipe on by and see, okay, maybe the next one is better. So that's how I think about the stuff. I don't want the negativity. This
focus on positive and creativity.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. Well, I sure appreciate you reaching out to me. And I hope that we can have more conversations. I would love to check in on you.
I would love to. Yeah.
Every once in a while. I would love that, and see what you're up to. And whenever I'm at a con or if there's something that's an exclusive that comes out, let me know. I will grab one for you for sure.
Oh, this would be perfect because I really like the exclusive coming out next week.
I got you.
What's the Revenant or what's
Revenant?
Yes,
the Revenant, the Crossroads figure.
Yeah,
you got it.
Because they always the Legions Con exclusives are always just a little better than the one you can get on the Four Horsemen, and you don't have to wait that long because even the Armory Gladiators they're gonna put out I think next year. But there's one of the Gladiators I really like, the one with the blue trousers and the gray beard. I really like him. So I have to wait for him. It's no problem. But the Legions Con exclusives, there are sometimes I bought the one from last year on Big Bad Toy Store, but it was almost double the price. So I bought it anyway because I wanted the dwarf legs.
I know. I love those dwarf legs. I bought my son the set, and he's not a dwarf guy. So I said, the cost of me picking up this set is I get the dwarf legs. And he's like, sure, no problem. So I love those.
Sorry, one moment. My Alexa just interrupted me. Alexa, stop.
Mine does that too. But no, it's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I hope we can do it again.
Me too. I always enjoy watching your videos because you're also such a calm guy. You just talk, and even the intro, it starts and you feel calm and it's nice conversations. I just watched the one with Nate.
Yes, he's one of my favorite people. He's such a gentleman, just the nicest guy in person. He's just even better. He's just a great dude.
Yeah, I love the conversations, and it's nice to change, not to have a specific topic, but just talk.
I like
everything
organic. I like to just whatever we talk about, we talk about. I like to have a little mythic in there. That way, people are like, "Whoa, how come there's no?" But I like to just the conversate. I enjoy that. And like I said again, I really appreciate you reaching out to me. That's an honor that you wanted to talk to me and be on the show. So thank you so much for that.
Of course, I love to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching, and thank you again, Stefan, for your time. Please check out Stefan's Instagram. It is Pickle D Creates, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Remember, friends, to always have fun, be curious, share, and enjoy what this line has to offer. Come for the toys, but stay for the friends. Good night, and thank you very much.